House comes to order. We'll hear from the member for Wills.
Mr Speaker, my question is to the Minister for Housing and Homelessness. How is the Albanese Labor government working to help renters and to help more Australians own their own home, and what obstacles stand in the way?
Good question. The call to the Minister for Housing and the Minister for Homelessness.
Thanks so much, Speaker, and I want to thank the member for Wills, who is one of the parliament's most tireless advocates for housing. Speaker, I'm pleased to update the House. Our government's Help to Buy legislation has now received the support of both chambers of the parliament, and it will become law. And I want to acknowledge Minister Collins for the really important work she did to bring us to this point. Speaker, my first visit as Housing Minister was to the member for Wills electorate. And we sat with a group of low-income young people, and they spoke to us person to person about the sense of genuine despair many of them feel about their prospects for home ownership. Help to Buy is a law for them. Help to Buy is a law for Australia's childcare workers, aged care workers and disability workers, people who need and deserve the help of government, and now they're going to get it. Speaker, Help to Buy is a really important part of Labor's bold and ambitious $32 billion housing agenda. This law has received widespread support from around the housing sector and in the community, and indeed, Speaker, from across the parliament. And when the House voted just earlier on this really important reform, there was only one group that tried to stand in the way of childcare workers getting home ownership. It was the nasty, negative, reckless Liberals and Nationals. Now, Speaker, you're not going to believe this, but as recently as yesterday, the Coalition have promised that if they are given the chance, they will abolish Help to Buy and abolish that support that will deny tens of thousands of Australians their aspirations for home ownership.
Order.
And I say to those opposite, good luck convincing the Australian people that you are a party that supports home ownership when you've come into this parliament, voted against this measure and said that you'll abolish it if you're elected to government. Now, it is not too late, Speaker, for the Coalition to demonstrate concern for building housing supply, and this is the next measure that the parliament will soon consider. Labor's build-to-rent legislation is going to come before the Senate shortly. If it's passed, it is going to result in the building of tens of thousands of desperately needed additional rental homes for our country. It's another bill with really widespread support around the parliament. But, Speaker, what are the Coalition going to do? They cannot claim that they want more homes built in this country and then vote against this bill. Speaker, I want to give thanks to the many people in this parliament who have worked constructively with our government on housing policy, for choosing to support opportunities for people who desperately need the help of government to get into home ownership. This election, Australians are going to have a really, really clear choice on housing, between a reckless and arrogant party of pessimism and negativity in the opposition, or a party of progress that's stepping up on housing and helping Australians build, rent and buy. Thanks.
Call to the